Look, everyone in this game feels it. The sick, grinding frustration when you know you're sitting on the edge of the next big thing, but it keeps slipping through your fingers. You watch the data, you run your reports, you listen to the experts, but growth stays flat. It's maddening. You're pouring cash, time, everything into efforts that barely move the needle because the market moves faster than you can read it. Your gut is screaming that something's coming, but the signals? They're buried under noise. You know the pain, waiting for the next wave, trying to catch it before it crashes, but you're stuck guessing. And that's exactly the problem. The problem is you're relying on old ways of looking at data, basic numbers, surface level metrics that show what happened yesterday, useless for what matters tomorrow. Growth isn't about yesterday anymore. It's about what humans will do next, what the market's mood will be before it shows up on your spreadsheet. If you want to win, you must get inside the head of your users, your clients, your markets, before they even know themselves. Behavioral analytics isn't just a tool, it's the secret weapon hiding in plain sight. And if you're not obsessed with it, you're already losing. Here's the raw truth. Traditional data tells you where you've been. Behavioral analytics tells you where you're going. It's looking at patterns of real behavior, clicks, pauses, rewinds, drop-offs, and decoding what those tiny moves mean for your next step. But you need to go deeper. Don't settle for standard dashboards. You need to isolate signals that scream momentum inside chaos. You want to identify those micro behaviors, early signals like a spike in feature use, shifts in browsing habits, or engagement length that precede explosive growth. And most importantly, you need models that constantly adapt. This isn't a one-time play. This is dynamic, ongoing sifting, filtering, testing, adjusting. Algorithms that learn faster than your competitors can guess. Here's the thing most miss. You must tie behavioral analytics directly to your strategy, not just collect data and hope. That means key decision points, marketing moves, user experience tweaks, product pivots, have to be tested and retested against what real user patterns say. So don't ask what does the data say? Ask how do people actually act when they're about to buy, engage, or leave. You want to build predictive triggers. Automated flags that raise your alarm before thousands follow a trend you didn't plan for. This is how you stay ahead. This is how you own the moment others scramble to catch up. Now the hardest part, getting your team, yourself, your mindset ready for this. You have to kill the complacency of "it worked before" and embrace total uncertainty. Because if you think you can nail growth by sticking to comfortable metrics and old instincts, you might as well hand your competition your strategy. Instead, obsess over making your entire operation a living feedback loop. Your product, your marketing, your sales channels must breathe and flex with what the data shows about human behavior, not assumptions, not hype. Here's a brutal tip. Start by identifying one high-impact user action that always leads to growth. It could be a referral, a premium feature trial, or a key user flow. Then, track every behavioral nuance connected to it. Break it down like you're Sherlock Holmes hunting a killer clue. Look for shifts in timing, frequency, and sequence. That's your leading edge. Double down on it until you decode it better than anyone else. And finally, don't get stuck on data paralysis. Behavioral analytics only works if you act. Quickly, decisively, ruthlessly. The moment you sense the shockwave from these signals, you go hard. You adjust product, messaging, pricing, partnerships, everything, faster than your market can blink. The difference between catching the wave and wiping out is speed. And only those who treat their analytics as a living weapon will own the next growth surge. You're not here to watch life pass by. You're here to catch the rise. Start looking beyond the obvious. Dig into behavior like your business depends on it. Because it does. This is how you predict, shape, and own the next growth wave while others scramble with yesterday's data. No excuses, no waiting. The future doesn't have a pause button. Are you ready to ride? Subscribe to our YouTube channel and check the featured link to learn more.